Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Every NBA-only entry is profit boosted on Underdog for NBA opening week, so make sure to support this show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code Mase, Cam, or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
Bro, how you today? You all right?
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, man.
Great. Today we are joined with our analyst, Michael Irvin. Mike, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing lovely, guys. I'm doing real good. Real good today. Ready for another great week. Hopefully this week, 3-0. Colorado, Miami, and Dallas. The Dallas will give me something. But we'll talk about all that.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Mike, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. I don't know who told you. I ain't knocking it. I think it's cool. This college is a staple in the show now at this point. The Ivy League is a staple. Whoever told you that, you like them. Whoever told you look good enough, you like them. You like them. Whoever told you that.
The nigga when they got every color.
I posted the other day because I went to the mall to pick. Oh yeah, in LA I ran out of underwear. Instead of just traveling under, I just go across, buy me a new box, right? A couple boxes. So I went across the other day to get a couple boxes of Calvin Klein. Right there on all the mannequins, on the Zania. That's high class stuff. All of them had this sweater on. I said, them jokers stealing and then cut me a check. That's what I said. So yeah, it's in the malls. Everybody sees it. Once I put it on, it becomes what it is.
Yo, so let me tell you something real quick, Mike. Back in the days, we used to be like, yo, you mannequin fresh. You trying to say the mannequins are mimicking you?
Hey, look, I put it on my story yesterday, man. I'm ahead of this game. Man, I remember the first time, I remember the first time I came up in the barber shop back in the hood with some skinny jeans on. Them jokers were cutting me up. Right, this is way before anybody put out skinny jeans. Man, you got them jeans on, boy, you gonna get a yeast infection. All that kind of stuff. Saying all kind of stuff, right. I said, okay. I said, you jokers think I'm dressing for you niggas from the ghetto. My stuff comes from Europe. Yeah. You will see in a couple of months. In a couple of months, they were all wearing. That's what that is. So I'm just ahead of the game.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. I just say, what I'm saying is this, and I like it because at first I was like, Mike Irvin, Mike kind of a wild nigga for that, but it grew on me. So I'm sitting there, and I said to myself, look, I'm sitting there looking at today, and I say, whatever person, presumably a female, told Mike he looked nice like that, Mike said, oh yeah, started blushing and shit, and ran with it.
It's always the girls. When they tell you it's right, oh, you go. And we'll go give me every one of them.
Yeah, as you should.
I'll buy all you got. I'll buy all you got. But I like it. Softens me up, dog. I'm one of them real hard knuckles. Shit, it softens me up. I can come in people home looking real, like I come in peace.
It's a balance. Okay. Right. It's a balance. Okay, I got you. Right.
Yeah, it's dope. Real dapper. So let's talk about DeAndre Hopkins. He's being traded to the Chiefs in exchange for a 5th rounder that can get to a 4th rounder if Kansas City reaches the Super Bowl and Hopkins plays 60% of snaps as a Chief. Mike, what do you think of this deal for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, for the Chiefs now, let me tell you, the first thing I thought about was DeAndre Hopkins. I thought, man, he must have, when he got the news, he must have started pinching. Yo, stop playing with me. Stop playing. It's like I died and gone to heaven. I'm on my way to heaven. Leaving Tennessee, leaving all the messes that he's been in, getting a chance to go play in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. That's just when you know he needs receivers and you're going to be one of the top guys. That's an incredible thing for him. Now, I need to make sure people understand this. Rashee Rice was the number one receiver for Kansas City, and Juju Smith-Schuster was the filler to help with Travis Kelce doing all the slot stuff. Now, the number one receiver, Rashee Rice, that's why they thought you get a Devontae Adams or Amari Cooper, because those are synonymous in players. Those players are pretty much like the same player. But I put DeAndre Hopkins more in the Juju Smith-Schuster category. Much better. He was still better hands. He's still probably a better player still, but certainly not the Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper kind of player. But he can make some plays, and it'll be a big play. It'll be a big-time get for Kansas City because he can make the plays in the middle of the field. But Patrick is dangerous.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are really they become really thin paws when it comes to the wide receivers because they also lost Hollywood Brown. You were saying something, Mike?
I said everybody's hurt. You're right. I was just repeating what. They co-signing you. Just co-signing.
Yeah, and with Rashid out, and these are long-term injuries. When you think of Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice, those are long-term injuries. You know, sometimes Juju is going to miss, but when they add somebody like we're talking about right now, it gives extra help because the rookie wasn't enough, you know. Even though we was getting it done, Xavier Worthy is not enough on his own, so they had to add somebody else, and what a great pickup. I mean, you go from a team 1-5 to a team 5-0. It's like you said, it's heaven. Because you're looking at it like not only am I on a competitive team, I'm on the team in the NFL. If this team wins a championship, you go from the Bad News Bears to the champs in one year. So this is a great move, and it's great for him to be there, Hopkins.
I just when I sit there and think about Hopkins, I'm like, damn, time flies. It doesn't even seem like he's been in the league 10 years, and as quiet as kept. He could be possibly the sole reason that Deshaun Watson got that money in Cleveland. Him and fucking Deshaun Watson were looking amazing in Houston. Like Jordan and Pimpin almost. I mean, they ain't win no chip or nothing, but the connection that those two had in Houston was tremendous. So if he's half the player that he was in Houston, and not just Houston, when he was in Arizona, he was looking crazy. And I'm like, just Arizona wasn't winning, but he was looking real good in Arizona. If he's half the player that he was with those two franchises, and you got Patrick Mahomes, it's going to be a great connection. I think this is a great pickup for Kansas City, especially like Mase just said, they're definitely thin, but we've been seeing Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and the rest of the crew make miracles happen every week so far in the NFL. So this is a great pickup. He'll probably be the number one. And what else can you say about the Chiefs right now? Because if they're doing this without a real wide receiver like you was talking about, Mike, to get the player that Hopkins is, it's a great pickup. Congratulations to Kansas City. Congratulations to Hopkins. We'll see what comes out of it.
And then real quick,
Cam, you said some Cam said something. He's right. Like, okay, if you put up, just say, if he still had the ability to put up 1,100 yards somewhere, 1,200 yards somewhere, and you say, well, he's not still that kind of physical player. I mean, if you put up 500 yards somewhere, and he's still not the kind of physical player where he used to be, where he put up 12 and 1,300, that 500 and those offenses comes over here, and the Reed starts doing that thing in the pot that he cooks. His 5 over there will be 900 over here.
Right.
He'll be closer to what he used to be over here. A 7 over there going to be 1,000 yards over here, playing with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, because they'll take him to that level, that next level.
Yeah, not only that, sometimes, and I haven't been keeping up with him in Tennessee. I'm not going to even say and act like I was. But getting a trade like this or going to a team like this rejuvenates you. And they be like, this is the fresh start that I needed. Now I'm going to show niggas what I'm capable of doing because there's really no excuse at this point. You're with the best quarterback in the league that's been the best quarterback the last few years. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, and he was balling at Tennessee. He had, I think, about 75 catches so far for 10,057 yards. So he's close to that 1,100 that you was talking about, Mike.
10,000.
I meant 1,057.
10,000.
Yeah.
And then, Mike, real quick, I want to get your opinion on the terms of the trade. So considering that the Titans get a 5th rounder, what do you think about that kind of like swap there?
Well, but that's the whole difference. Now, you see the value that the Amari Cooper or probably Devontae Adams gets. You're talking about a 2nd rounder. I think this to get DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th or possibly a 4th rounder if you go to the Super Bowl, that's an incredible steal. Most of your 5th rounders are not going to make any impact on your football team that season. Only places they're going to make an impact is on special teams. So obviously they were helping him out and just saying, let us pick up something instead of just letting him go. But for DeAndre Hopkins, who used to be one of the best receivers in this league and still has a lot of him, that's a steal for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let me ask you this, Mike. On another note, and Cam, do you think with him going to the Chiefs that he could potentially become one of those, further up in elite status when it comes to wide receiver?
And that's what I'm talking about right there. Can he get back into that conversation where we said, boy, he's playing like the best receiver in the National Football League? And that, if I was D-Hop, is what my mindset would be. Because think about it, I've been out there with Kyler Murray and running around with all these and Will Levis and now I get with Patrick Mahomes. I'm about to show the world, just like you talked about, Cam. I've been telling people that I'm still one of the best in the league. It's them damn quarterbacks I've been playing with. Now I get a chance to show because I get the best quarterback. And Patrick Mahomes gives him the opportunity to maximize his skills because he's not the fastest guy in the world. Well, it's not going to be about you running by anybody. It's about you uncovering and finding holes in the defense, and that's what he does best.
Yeah, and wide receivers run more confidently when they with a great quarterback. Sometimes when you know you're not getting the ball or you know he can't make those kind of plays on the fly, they don't tend to run the same way.
Now let's discuss Bryce Young. So he's set to start over Andy Dalton for the Panthers versus Broncos game after Andy suffered a thumb injury in a car crash. So Mike, how do you expect Bryce Young's career to go in the league? Do you feel like this will change anything for him, or you think he's just going to go right back to being benched again after this game?
Oh man, this is a hard one because this is one of the kind of things that you worried about when they made the decision to go to Andy Dalton, and then now you're going back to the kid. If the kid comes in, I hope, because usually, just like anything else, time away, you see some things. Because now you push back, and he hadn't had a chance to just kind of push back and just sit back and look for a while because he came in as the first pick, and all these expectation was pushed on him coming from Alabama. So you got a chance to sit back now. A lot of times that's your greatest growth time. So let's see what happens. But yeah, I will worry about it because he goes out there and crashes badly, real badly, and the media and everybody starts jumping on him, or the people in Carolina start saying, oh man, what a bust this is. I don't know if you can pull that man back ever with his confidence and get him back on straight street.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a dice roll, and is one that's gonna happen. Is no way around it. He just got to be ready come Sunday. Because his whole future is riding on this. This is not just a game. This is his life, and I pray that he comes and he performs very well. Because if not, this is going to be catastrophic for that franchise. Because when you've already had the first round pick, it becomes one of those situations that ends up like Chicago, where they're going from Justin Fields, then they got to get rid of him. Now they're bringing in Caleb Williams, and hopefully they find somebody that get the job done. And that person is Bryce Young.
I don't know, man. He playing on the road. I'm looking. I just found they playing the Broncos.
Broncos got a defense, dog. Oh my God, that defense ain't no joke.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like it's gonna get ugly. It's get ugly.
Yeah, like
when you talk about that Broncos defense in Mile High, that crowd, every time you throw a completion, the whole crowd in unison says, incomplete. Like, damn, I knew. Why y'all gotta say it's good. Hey, boy, that defense is good.
And look, let's be straight up honest. I think he's playing with house money, and when I say house money, not really house money, because his career makes his right to be looked at a different way. And like I said, I don't necessarily think his career is on the line, because it may be on the line as far as being a Panther is concerned. But several quarterbacks I can name. We can name Sam Darnold. We can go to Geno Smith. Some people are not in the right situation. But I'll tell you this much. We'll see if Bryce got that dog in him. And when I say that, that's one of these situations where you got right now to be like, niggas shouldn't have let me back this year, because watch what I'm about to fucking do.
Right.
If niggas keep playing with me. Because Andy Dalton, pardon me, he ain't been winning no fucking games neither. You know what I'm saying? Nigga won one game, and he been throwing good. He been throwing way better than Bryce has. But it hasn't been equivalent to winning games. Them niggas is still 1-6. So at the end of the day, if I'm Bryce, it's two ways. You could go in the Mile High and be scared like a little bitch, or you could go in there and say, all right, watch what niggas keep playing with my name. Stop playing with my name and get your name back this weekend coming up. That's what it boils down to. It's not really a long conversation. It's not about anything else but get your name back or don't get your name back. Because if you don't get it back this weekend and Andy Dalton's fingers gets better, he's going to play the week after this. And they're going to try and figure out how to get you the fuck out of North Carolina. Not saying North Carolina is the place to be as far as football is concerned right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to get your name back, so no matter where you end up, whether it's North Carolina or somewhere else, they're going to be like, nah, something in that kid. I want to fuck with the kid. But right now, that's the mentality that you have to have going into this game this weekend.
Yeah, this is when he got to humble himself and call Russell Wilson and ask him to mentor him and ask him what happened this last week, because whatever that Russell Wilson figure out is exactly what he need to figure out this game.
But but to that, they got to give him a game plan that he can be successful with. Okay, he hadn't played. So now I want to give him some short passes early. Don't come in here on that defense trying to put the ball in the air and all over the place, spraying the field with those guys coming at him. That's the quickest way to destroy him. So give him some quick, easy, successful plays and try to build his confidence and go from there.
Agreed.
Okay. So let's get into our week 8 predictions. On Sunday, the Cowboys will play the 49ers in the Bay. Mike, who needs to win this game more, the Cowboys or the 49ers?
Well, the Cowboys need to win this game more because first of all, the 49ers got a whole cavalry of great players coming back to the fold. Right now, the 49ers are pretty banged up. They're pretty banged up. The Cowboys should be pretty healthy and coming off the bye and everything. So, yeah, the Cowboys need this football game. You don't this game, and I was talking about this because I did this pep talk thing on TV for the Cowboys today, and it was so this game can be that because it seems like doom around here in Dallas, and I'm sure it seems like doom right now in San Francisco. But because both of these are such big rivalries, a victory Sunday makes the fan base feel like, oof, okay, we are right, especially if Dallas get it, because San Fran is the one who's been standing in Dallas's way in the playoffs. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not even close how bad Dallas needs this win over San Francisco. But it's important to both teams.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at Purdy struggle with his wide receiver group. They got injuries galore down there at the 49er land. I look forward to them losing. It's very hard for me to say that the Cowboys is going to win with Mike on the show, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Cowboys winning. I think they've been scoring around 21 points, and they're going to beat that 21 points when it comes to playing in the Bay. It's a tough game, but I think the Cowboys are rested, and they know they have to win this game. So I'm going with the Cowboys.
Told you, only time picking the Cowboys this season is against the Panthers. Going with the 49ers. I don't care who banged up. I don't care who's not playing. I don't care what's going on. I don't pick the Cowboys until they play the Panthers. Until further notice, I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. And if you're asking who this game is more important to, this game is more important to the San Francisco 49ers. The reason I say this game is more important to the San Francisco 49ers is, look, right now they're third in their division while they're banged up. Seattle's first, Arizona's second. They're third. They're tied with Arizona as far as record-wise. They're one game behind Seattle. We know that San Francisco come back healthy and get everything right on the right track in the next couple of weeks, hopefully for them, that they can still win this division and still make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We know the Cowboys ain't going to do shit later on in the playoffs. We know that. Zach is 2-7. Mm-hmm. So we don't even have that type of expectation for the Cowboys if they make the playoffs to get to the playoffs. So why are we even thinking that far ahead? This game is more important for the San Francisco 49ers moving forward as the playoffs start in the long run. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks Dallas is going to make no noise in the playoffs. Like right now, Dallas Cowboys are 3-3. San Francisco's 3-4. We still talking about what San Francisco could do to get to the Super Bowl. We're not talking about that for the Cowboys. We're not talking about, if they've off the bye week and they have to. Nah, we're not even expecting none of that shit from them niggas. San Francisco, this game is very important for you guys moving forward in the playoffs. Yeah.
But that's also what I'm saying. If they go out and win this game, even though everybody's talking about all the injuries, that's a fine print detail. It's the Dallas Cowboys beat the San Francisco 49ers, and that gives you some of that hope back. That's what you're talking about. See, because right now you're saying there's no hope left. And I'm saying that will give the fan base some hope back if they can pull it off.
Mike, why they don't let you get on the sideline at the Cowboy game so you could do your Miami ritual? Maybe they'll win.
No. No.
Let me ask you a question.
That's a little different.
Let me ask you a little question, Mike. What's the definition of hope? What's the definition of hope?
To have something that you can believe in front of you better than the mess that you're in right now. That's the hope of something better ahead. That's why the Bible says in all things, make sure you hold on to your hope, because hope wakes me up in the morning. Hope put the toothbrush to my tooth in the morning. Hope makes me walk out the door in the morning. It's hope. I'm just saying, but it tells you to have hope in all things, because that gets you moving in the next day.
Who was the one, Mike or Mase? I know Stat don't know because I don't remember. Who said keep hope alive? Who was that? Jesse Jackson?
That was Jesse Jackson.
He lost like a motherfucker trying to win the motherfucking election with that keep hope alive. That keep hope alive shit, he got smacked around trying to go run for president. That shit don't work. That hope shit, it's a dub for that shit. No disrespect to Jesse, but he's running around. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Smacked him around the election. Ronald Reagan, them niggas, man.
Right. Wait, Kim. It worked. Just delayed gratification. It took that long keeping hope alive to get Obama in there.
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I knew it. I knew you was going to go there. You got it, champ. You got it big time.
That's what that was. That's all that was.
So now hope you have a delay on it, too. Yeah. How long we going to be hoping for shit?
When does hope run out?
Yeah.
Guess it doesn't run out.
I'm hoping I get 100 billion. I don't know if I got a lot of time for that left. Like,
y'all out of here.
Yeah.
Hope has to have an expiration date. Hope, what's the expiration date on that hope? What y'all trying to say, man?
Well, what I'm saying is the hope expiration date is week not 17 because it's a bye week. Week 18, the hope dies for the Cowboys.
Yeah, hope dies after 18 weeks.
Hope dies. And
Because that's expectation of something good. Confidence in the future.
But wait a minute, wait, did you hear what you just said? I call that. What did you hear what you said? You said hope dies after week 18. So from week 8 to week 18, in the next 10 weeks, you see us fighting in there to stay in there? So if it only dies after week 18, that means we still got hope the rest of the season. Right? See what I'm saying? We got a shot there.
Yeah, you could have confidence towards the future, but faith without works is dead.
Yeah, and not only this, Murder, I like that. I like that. Not only that, if you're just hoping to be hoping, like the hope's not leading to anything. That's I was watching a video of my man Bubba Dub real quick. Shout out to Bub, and I don't know if it's a skit or not, but it's hilarious. He's in the airport. And he was like, yo, I flew out here to see my son play baseball, and they've been telling me he's good, so I'm hoping he have a good game. And then they saw him been back in the airport. So I'm like, what the fuck I waste my damn time coming out here? I knew this nigga couldn't play. They made me get on this flight and waste my time. I know damn well I've been watching the nigga play. I know he ain't get that good in 6 months. I was hoping it'd be all right, but hoping and you actually knew? Why hope when you know what's going to happen? So
That's a good one, Killer. Knowing is better than hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Even in the Bible.
There you go.
Okay.
Gag.
Yeah.
Just wait till Sunday.
I'm going to let y'all ride with that.
Killer got him with a scripture. That's great. You skunked him, right?
I ain't even know what I was doing.
Yeah. I was listening let's see what he do with that one.
I had a long conversation with all of this, man. Let me let that go. I'm going to let it go. But listen, we still got a small piece of hope.
Okay.
And this week will determine
They don't think I told you that.
grows or not.
Yeah, I ain't even know until you just told. But the thing about and of course the Bible's the Bible, but at the same time,
That's common sense.
yeah, it's common sense. It's just common sense.
Now the difference in hoping that's one person that you're talking about. Bubba Dub and hope. You got me in it now. Bubba Dub, and that's one person. But a football team is built up of 53 guys. So hope together is not just hope by yourself. It has to be a collective will of hope. That is what gives us an opportunity.
No, you're absolutely right. Just like it was a collective will of baseball players that knew that nigga couldn't hit, but they were saying, maybe when he get up to the plate this time, something to happen. But the whole team probably knew that he was garbage, coaches and everybody.
Collective knowing versus collective hope.
Yeah, collective knowing.
Well, if the Cowboys do win on Sunday, this will be great, and Mike can say what he got to say. So we'll be looking forward to that game for sure. See, right. I got you. We'll be looking forward to it. Okay, so tonight the Vikings will play the Rams playing in LA. Mike, is this a game you expect the Vikings to win, or can anything happen on the table?
Well, anytime you're playing Sean McVay, especially when you're in his system, things can happen because they're not his system. They're playing this. They're all the same system. Minnesota and Rams, they have the same system. So now what you get is just like the same thing we had with Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy. Since the defense gets to practice against that offense all the time, it's going to come down to the quarterback rising above. And this is the thing that I want to see with Sam Darnold. I know you've had a proclivity are making mistakes. But right now, this offense seems like it fits him fine. He's working great, working great with Justin Jefferson. But when you come up against a team like this that runs your same offense and get a lot of practice against that offense, and they are trying to bait you, can you stay clean and not turn the ball over? I think they will, and they'll get the win.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, and Jefferson is just going to be too much for the Rams. Even if they get Cooper Kupp back, it just doesn't seem like it will be enough for them to win this game. It seemed like the Vikings, even though they just came off a loss, they've been putting up a lot of points, and it doesn't seem like the Rams will be able to keep up with them. I know they got a few people over there that's good, but I'm going with the Vikings. I like the Vikings.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Murder. I don't really even want to watch the Rams till Cooper Kupp comes back.
Yeah.
You know, Sean McVay, he one of them niggas that, and I don't know him, I'm just going off the eye test, that, you know, he thinks he's like my nigga Shanahan up there in San Fran. You ain't Shanahan.
He one of them niggas.
Yeah, he think he one of them niggas who know it all and one of that. And it goes to show that, and Andy Reid too, it just goes to show that coaching matters because you come up with certain things and plays and schemes and so on and so forth when your star players aren't there. We're just talking about how Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are just coming up with week after week, win after win, no matter how they have to get the win. And I don't think that the Rams are going to make any noise about Cooper Kupp. The reason Cooper Kupp is so good, and no, I'm not racist, but for a white boy, him and them McCaffrey niggas, I like them two niggas, bro. I like them two niggas because you know it's going to Cooper Kupp and you can't do nothing about it. You know the ball is going to Cooper Kupp. He still gets his 100+ yards every game. He still gets his couple touchdowns, and they get the victories. Without Cooper Kupp, this team is a shell of itself, and I haven't seen any difference since he's been gone. Since he's been gone, the losses been piling up, and this week he's again questionable. Highly doubtful. So I'm going with Minnesota to win this game.
Okay. And then the Bears will play the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is questionable to return after a rib injury in the first quarter versus the Panthers game last Sunday. Mike, what does this injury mean for the Commanders with Jaden Daniels still being questionable?
A loss.
Well, first, it hurts me because I wanted to see these two battle. I really wanted to see a healthy Jaden Daniels battle against Caleb Williams because Caleb Williams is starting to play well and play much better than he played earlier. I wanted to see which head-to-head, which guy would jump up and take that victory. So, and Jaden, I think he's going to try to play now. I don't know how much he play that rib. When you start messing around with ribs and rib cartilages, oh my God. Dude, let me tell y'all, you talking about something that hurts when you get a little split. Because anything you do, if you, your ribs expand. If you take a deep breath, if somebody makes you laugh, like, you should stop making me laugh. Stop making me laugh. It's all pain. So I can't imagine. I know he wants to try, but I can't imagine. And Chicago has a pretty good defense. I'm going to take Chicago in a close game.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. I think the Bears win this game. Caleb is definitely looking forward to this game. This is a marquee matchup for him to prove that he really belongs on the next level. You know, every game is proving something to go to the next place. And I think when he's playing this game, if you don't have Daniels on the field, that they're going to put an extreme amount of pressure on that team, and they just won't be able to hold up to it. I don't think QB2 will be enough to beat the Bears. Not right now. Their defense is too strong.
I'm actually going with the Commanders. I think that
without Daniels, you're going with them?
Without Daniels, I'm going with them. I think that people, and this is back to my point with certain things, people forget about Marcus Mariota and how good he was in Oregon. And he had a decent start in Tennessee. And he just became one of these journey quarterbacks that ended up at this team and ended up at that team. And he didn't never really get a chance. And because you got to play the background until this year turn again. When Daniels went out last week, he actually played really, really good. What did he have? 205 yards. He was 18 for 23 with 2 touchdown passes. And this is an opportunity that he needs to take for himself to be seen again, because we all know that when Jaden Daniels comes back, this is his team. He's gonna shine. He's their franchise quarterback at the moment. But this is an opportunity for Mariota to come in these games that he's not playing, and he may, like from what y'all are saying, he may come back this week talking about Daniels. But if he doesn't, and you have a great game, that other teams could potentially look at you like, okay, he's not a wash. Maybe we could give him a shot at a different team. So I think Marcus Mariota takes this game very seriously, and I think the Commanders don't want to let loose of that number 1 seed in the NFC East right now, where the Cowboys are number 3 at.
Yeah, interesting take. And like I even said earlier,
Yeah,
like,
Mike,
it's been
they
the year of the
number 3,
backups.
Mike.
So
Yeah, it's number 3, Mike. Yeah.
Hey, there is no subliminal to me picking Chicago. It's not. But I didn't say, I know Caleb. I can imagine even Chicago, they wanted to have that matchup because early in the season, a lot of people, even I, was saying, boy, did y'all pick the wrong quarterback? So I know they're happy they'll probably get this win and won't lose that quarterback battle since probably Jaden is not 100%.
Yeah, and if I'm the Commanders, look, I'm up here messing with Mike as far as the NFC East is concerned. But they're number 1. Let's say they do lose this game. I'm not sure if they play the Eagles. Worst case scenario, you'll be number 2 or tied for first place. You don't want to rush your franchise quarterback back just to make.
And that's the kicker.
Right. You don't want to, even as much we want to see him play against Caleb Williams, you don't rush him back for this game. You guys are first. Y'all niggas are looking like y'all going to have a playoff spot, not just a wild card spot if you stay on the pace that you're at. So you make sure that he's healthy. But I think that this is an opportunity for Mariota.
okay. And then the 5-2 Bills will play the 4-3 Seahawks in Seattle. Mike, how do you feel about both teams at this point?
I feel great when I look at the Bills. I feel great about the Bills, especially after getting Mari Cooper and going through the week and listening to Keon Coleman talking about the relationship and some of the things he was helping them with. It just sounds like that's going to be a great situation for a few years. Now, Seattle's been playing well at times. Where's the game in Seattle?
Yes.
Yes.
This game in Seattle. Yeah, it's a game in Seattle, especially in Seattle. In Seattle, they with Lockett and DK. But I don't know. I hadn't gotten the report. Is DK Metcalf on that knee? Is he going to be able to play? He won't be full go even if he does play because he had a sprain MCL, I think, ligament in his knee. And now, as good as Seattle is, without that big house, it's a different team. I was watching some film the other day, the game they played last. Dude, it was a running back running right around the right end. DK just grabbed the DB, and it was like he was like the bouncer at the door. Like the bouncer at the door said, boy, you ain't getting in here. Just stop right here. And the dude just stopped. I was like, that's a big joker right there, man. Right. That's a big, strong, his dad that bodybuilding, so he's a strong guy. Yeah, but I'm going to take Buffalo to win this football game because Buffalo, I think, will still get better. As Amari Cooper learns more and more of that offense.
Well, actually, I'm going with the Bills too. I think the more and more I watch the Bills, the more and more I grow an appreciation for Josh Allen. He seemed to be like the second, to me, like he's getting to that place where he's like the second best quarterback in the league for me, for my preference. And I'm looking for him coming right to that place where he'll get to the place where they'll get beat by the Chiefs, but he'll have a great season. That'll be a good season for him. I like that for him.
I'm going with the Bills too, but who needs to win the game is Seattle. Mm-hmm. Seattle has a 1-game lead in the division. Right. Yeah, they're actually leading the division, where right now it's looking like a runaway division for the Buffalo Bills. The Jets are in turmoil. Tua is hurt with Miami. And they got a 3-game lead.
Dallas Cowboys head west after being won.
How the fuck the Dallas Cowboys pop up on a Wednesday, Thursday morning, Mike? What you got there? Your alarm clock? Yo, what the
You getting cowboy
Your
alerts.
cowboy alerts is crazy,
Mike, you
man.
getting cowboy alerts is crazy.
I have.
Cowboy alerts. That's
Right.
crazy,
I
man.
get special information on my NFL app. When I open my iPad, it just kind of hollered at me, and it was. You should be taking that. You should be taking that as a sign, and maybe think about your pick here,
Yeah.
because that's the way I took it. Because I was wondering, man, did I take the right pick? Did I make the right? And when I opened this thing up, it said Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm good.
That does not happen to me, Mike, or anybody here. Every time we open the computer, that does not happen.
Yeah,
So
that's
we hear
right.
you.
Not going on.
That sounds like it was staged.
Ivy League Mike is crazy.
Yeah, IVM. IVM is crazy. But yeah, I was saying that.
I'm serious, guys. That was not staged now. So when this thing goes down, you asked me earlier about the mojo for the Dallas Cowboys. All of this, see, my brain ties this and this and this and this together, and bam, we got a Dallas Cowboys victory. That's why that thing went down.
Mike, you're gonna have to get on the field and do your ritual. That's the only way the Cowboys gonna turn around this season. You gotta ask Jerry Jones, let you bark like a dog at
You go get
Only way.
50-yard line.
White game.
That's the only way
Just
y'all
white game.
gonna win.
Just white
Yeah,
game.
they waiting for you. The
White
internet
game.
is waiting for you, Mike.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I was saying, sorry guys, that Buffalo's running away with the division. The Patriots, the Jets, the Seahawks, everybody's in turmoil over there, and I'm going with them, especially knowing. I can imagine just Josh Allen is probably sick of Amari Cooper already. Yo, you want to practice? You want to run some routes? You want to make sure this goes right? Yo, relax, Amari. I don't know this for a fact, but I can imagine how hype Amari Cooper is to be with a better team and a top 3-4 quarterback in the NFL. He probably want to do all type of extra shit. Y'all been in the playbook. If we could do this, if we could do that. I think that they're going to win the game, but who needs to win this game, like I was saying, in Seattle, to stay at the top of the division? Because if I'm correct, and the Cowboys lose to the 49ers, then
I get
it's going to be a tie.
Okay.
Right. Oh, no.
You got it.
No.
Oh, shit.
You got it.
But then that means I was right, and Cam, you were wrong when we were talking about who needs it more. The Cowboys or the Niners. That's what you said. See, the Niners, if Buffalo wins, the Niners can take this loss. You see what I'm saying? If Buffalo wins, so Niners can take this loss. But the Cowboys are already out of it. That's all. So you got to be careful now, because what I'm going to do is hold everything. So, and it all has to match. I'm going to have to put that receipt on the table.
See, the whole thing about it, Mike, is that I got you, so that's why you harboring this the whole show. You wouldn't be harboring this for 15 minutes later after I said something, that you're harboring this for a whole nother topic.
And that goes against his hope.
Yeah. He's been harboring this.
Can't harbor things in your heart.
I'm going to hold on
and
to
have
this.
hope.
I'm gonna figure this out, how to reverse this situation for 15 minutes. And Mike, just now what you're doing is back. You was Ivy League Mike, now you're back to DJ Mike 1-2. What are you talking about? I said that the hope needs to be for the Seahawks to win over the Bills. How did we get back to the 49ers? What are you talking about?
Right, because you said the Bills are going to beat the 49ers.
Right.
If the Bills are going to beat the 49ers, the Bills are going to beat Seattle, and then the 49ers won't lose any ground if they lose this game in the race, because Seattle's out front right now. You can be right there, Niners right there.
Mike,
Cowboys.
Mike, I said that this game was more important for the 49ers because we don't believe in the Cowboys. So actually, I made sense twice because I said the 49ers need to win to make sure that they have a decent position moving along in the playoffs. So if they win the 49ers and then the Seahawks win or lose, the 49ers are still behind. But I said that this game was more important for the 49ers to win. What are you talking about?
What he's saying, Mike, is that you're using your hope inappropriately.
Well, no.
That's what he's saying.
Here's the separation.
Look, here you go.
He said he's saying that the 49ers are going to do better in the playoffs. They need it more because they're going to go farther in the playoffs.
Right.
I was saying the Cowboys needed to get to the playoffs. More important, I can't determine what you're going to do in the playoffs unless you first get what you're going to do when you get in the playoffs. Unless you first get in the playoffs. That's why it's more important for the Cowboys. It's not a race once we get in the playoffs. It's a race to the playoffs right now.
But, okay, Mike, I'm going to let you have it. But let me ask you this. From right now, everybody in the studio, the control room too, who do you think is more likely to get in the playoffs, the Cowboys or the 49ers?
49ers.
It's unanimous. The 49ers, everybody. Right. So we ain't got one Cowboy nigga. Yeah, everybody in the control room. 40.
Yeah, Mike.
You can put the camera in the control room. Put
all 49ers.
All 49ers.
49ers over there.
49ers in the control room.
Yeah, everybody.
That proves my point. If the 49ers are more likely to get to the playoffs, the Cowboys need this win more importantly because they are least likely to get to the playoffs. That means least likely to win more games, so you need all the wins right now. You're proving my point. I'm sounding like my.
Well, I'm gonna get. This is my closing argument. Then I'll let you have your closing argument. To the judge and jury and the people of the courtroom, my closing argument is this: nobody's expecting the Cowboys to even get to the playoffs if they make it. So we're all looking at the 49ers' future in the playoffs, even though right now, technically, the 49ers have a worse record than the Cowboys. The Cowboys actually, percentage-wise, has a better record than the 49ers. But we don't care. Do we, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? We don't care. About that. We don't. It isn't about today.
That's a good debate. That's a good argument, though, because you're right. They would have 5 losses. That's a good argument. That's a good argument.
He's like, I know.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike. I was going to say it. He's like, I knew that. That's why I said it.
I'm saying going to that point. No, I'm saying going to that point about them already having one extra game in the loss column. That's a valid point. But it still doesn't close the decision, the talking point that we made about the playoffs. We're racing to the playoffs. You were talking about once we get in the playoffs. And the Cowboys got to race to the playoff. Not worry about getting in it.
Mike, you guys both are right. He's right about knowing. You're right about hoping.
Right.
It's hope versus knowing. For those that hope, you make perfect sense.
Young murder the nigga. Mike might have just Mike should have just ended his shit with, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I'm just saying.
Spinning.
I'm just saying. But that was a good point about the extra loss, because those are important. That was important.
All right.
Good little debate, but y'all just are going to have to agree to disagree because you guys are on two different sides. But I see both sides. I get what Mike's saying, too, at the same time. So.
Right. Well, it's okay. We agree with me, but that's okay.
Lovely. Okay. We're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Don't go anywhere.
I love this nigga Mike, man. Mike crazy. 1 hour, 1 heart, 1 love.
Excuse me? After last night's performance, we're gonna do this again?
Not tonight. I don't think so.
And make sure you close the door behind you.
When I take the pussy up, man. When I take the pussy up, man. When I take the pussy up, man.
I'm Rico fucking strong.
Took that horsepower and told
Hell no. Muchacho, levántate. Toma eso, bébetelo.
Right now?
Well, cuña.
Okay.
Well.
Now, right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Girl, let me see you walk it off. Oh, let me see you walk it off. Yeah, let me see you walk it off. Go, girl, let me see you walk it off.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Today, the Celtics will play the Wizards. Underdog has Kuzma at 19.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
You could do mine with these sassy niggas. I don't know. Y'all didn't do mine. Like.
I would hope he would have 20 points. But I don't know because they've been having a lot going on. So I'm gonna go higher for Cam if that's.
Yeah, if you ain't Chris Brown, I ain't jacking you down. You ain't bleaching your hair and all that, man. Chris Brown and Joe Burrows are the only two niggas I'm jacking the frost tips with, B. Besides that, I ain't jacking it.
What's the frost tips?
When they bleach they shit.
They were saying Joe Burrow looks like Paige Beckers, so I don't really know how people.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I'm not co-signing the look, but that's Joe Burrow. If you want to do it, I'm all right with it. Him and Chris Brown. Outside of that, you got to average 36 to have that haircut.
Heard you. Jason Tatum's at 9 first quarter points. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
I'm going to go higher. Yeah, well, yeah, 17 the first quarter the other day. I had them lower than 6 the other day. I'm going to go higher.
Yeah, I'm going higher.
Okay, and Jaylen Brown's at 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
I'm going higher.
I'm going to go lower. Only reason I'm going to go lower because I don't even think them niggas going to play the fourth quarter. I don't even think that them niggas going to clip it. I mean, pardon me, the Wizards going. They don't seem that good to where that Boston won't have their starters in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. So that's the only reason I'm going to go lower.
Honestly, great take. Okay, if you guys like these picks, remember you always get a free pick if you're not already on Underdog. So make sure to support the show, sign up now, and you can make your picks too. We're joined back with our analyst, Michael Irvin. So Kawhi Leonard explains why he chose to sign with the Clippers instead of Toronto or the Lakers in the 2019 free agency period. He said, I just wanted to go to a franchise where I could try to help build a legacy. So Mase, after hearing that, is that what you see happening, and how do you feel about that quote from Kawhi?
I think that maybe was his intent when he first started, but sometimes you need people to hold you accountable, as well as keep guardrails around you to make sure that you accomplish the goal that you set out to accomplish. I think he means well. I definitely see him as a great competitor. I think taking an approach that he took at San Antonio and used in Toronto is just not working in the Clippers, Phil. And I think he could just use an adjustment, to try to go out there and just play at this point, because he don't have many years left. But if he starts playing, he got to have his body ready to play the type of games that he need to play. I think this load management is starting to get more people hurt, and he's one of the people that is going to backfire on. You got to play the game if you want to play the game. Can't rest until you want to play and then end up playing against people that really are hungry and their body is ready to go through rigorous things to win the game.
Great take. What was the exact quote set, just so I could?
Yeah, he said, I just wanted to go to a franchise where I could try to help build a legacy.
Dude was building a legacy in Toronto. You got them the first motherfucking chip in that country. The country didn't even have a chip. I know they opened up the red carpet for you every time you go back there, because that not just a franchise. You have to realize Toronto's not in America. So you got Canada, their first championship ever. Just say you wanted to go home, nigga. Just say you wanted to go home. That's just all this is about. You're from LA. You want to go home, play at home. Y'all niggas was running them commercials. The best player in the NBA is not with the Lakers, trying to diss LeBron and them niggas. The New Balance commercials was running. Talking about, oh, man. Yep, talking about, yo, man, the best players now not with the Lakers. And we haven't seen you since the commercial. Like, yo, bro, you look out of shape. You look bloated, especially when it was time to go to the Olympics. I'm glad that you took off from the Olympics because imagine him playing the Olympics and not be ready for the season opener is crazy. As far as your comments is concerned for this particular situation with Stat Just Ray, I think what Mase said was spot on. It was spot on. Maybe you meant that, but I don't even really think you meant that. I think you just wanted to go home because if you wanted to build something, you started something in Toronto, you could have stayed there. And there ain't nothing wrong with just going home. But then at the same time, on the opposite side of the coin, everybody wants to do something that somebody didn't do. It's like, for instance, right? You got Kyrie Irvin, you got Kevin Durant, and you got James Harden, which all could have went to the Knicks. But they said, nah, let's try this Brooklyn shit out, this Brooklyn Nets shit out.
Right.
Knicks is old school, nigga. You know, them niggas ancient.
It's a new day.
Yeah, so let's try this shit out.
Barclays.
Yeah, it's not. You're not going. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. Even if y'all won a championship, you're not going to be a bigger franchise than the New York Nets. As much if the New York Mets had went to the World Series and the Yankees didn't, you're not going to be a bigger franchise than the New York Yankees. The Houston Texans could win the Super Bowl back to back. You're not going to be a bigger franchise than the Dallas Cowboys. And I understand niggas saying, I want to be the first one to set this bitch off and win and everything, but you didn't do it and it didn't work out. I really wish you would get healthy because Mase is right. Time is running out.
Right.
You don't have a lot of time left, and I believe you're one of the best players of this generation. I like you a lot. Listen, to win an MVP with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and them boys on the team is amazing. Not just that. I mean, I say MVP, a finals MVP, and then you go to Toronto and do the same thing. You're an amazing player. But you've been shoveling shit to us as the fans as far as the past 2 years concerned. If you're hurt, I get that you're hurt, but you just took a 3-year, $156 million extension. I'm down with robbery, but you're robbing us. That's how I feel about it. You know, me and Stat on the same page. You get away with it, but goddamn, you're doing us dirty as fans. Mike?
Yeah, let me tell you something, man. And I thought this when he made the decision to not commingle what you just talked about. You all right? You wanted to come home? That's fine. Come home. But you got to know you. And you can't let the people that work with you tell you. And that's what I believe happened to him. Think about this. Kawhi, you mentioned some hell of a players he played with in San Antonio. Tim Duncan, all those guys. Those guys carried the load. He went over to Toronto. That team added him late. They had already had everything in place. I always say this. I would take a team guy a little less talented, but more of a leader to bring guys together. Kawhi Leonard is a very exceptional, talented player, but he's quiet. He's not a gatherer. And they put him in the gatherer's position, in the leadership position. Kawhi should have signed with the Lakers and been over there with AD and LeBron and let them be the big dogs like the Tim Duncans and the Manu Ginobili, and he still come in. And now it's on one day, off one day, on one day. It would work because all the focus would be on LeBron and AD, and that would have worked. And you could have still got your money and really left a legacy with some more championships. That's what he should have done. But you listen to somebody and made you opposite of LeBron, and you know damn well you ain't that kind of person with the media that raise up and be opposite of LeBron James, who talks to the media all the time. It was just bad advice.
That's a great point. I like that.
Okay, and then the Suns beat the Clippers 116-113 in overtime in LA for their first game at their new $2 billion arena. Mase, what did you think of this matchup? We know Kawhi is injured, but how did you feel about the game?
I really didn't watch it without Kawhi because I didn't see it even necessary to watch the game. If Kawhi's not playing, it's clear the Suns are gonna win. And James Harden, I think he missed some free throws or something late that really led this game to go down that path. And I'm just disappointed with the Clippers. Everything that they did. I know Ty Lue is supposed to be a basketball savant, but this team is just underperforming. And I really wish they start playing for Ty Lue and getting back in the scheme of things for Ty Lue, because they're making Ty Lue look bad. And he's a great coach, phenomenal person, and it's just bad, because you got Russell Westbrook leave, you got Paul George left, now Kawhi's day to day looking like he may not play, and then James Harden is doing what James Harden does. So this is just bad all the way. I expected the Suns to win. They got two of the best scorers in the league.
I think, to me personally, this is more bad for the Suns. Why are you going into overtime with only James Harden on the Clippers? I'll give Norman Powell. I just seen him in the gym the other day. That's who we see, Larry, in the gym, Norman Powell? Yeah, shout out to Norman Powell. Me and him be working out together and all that. You know what I'm saying? Out here in Vegas and shit. So, but why is and I kind of disagree with Mase says, and because it isn't his fault that Westbrook leaves. He's not the general manager. It isn't his fault that Paul George leaves. I'm looking at this starting five. Do we know these people? We got Norman Powell. I know him because he be at the gym. You know T-Man? I'm asking Murder because I don't know. Okay, Zubac?
Yeah. I know their names.
This ain't Zubiak. This ain't Zubac.
T-Man, but I don't know them. I don't know them. Like
I'm just going off the reading the name. What D. Jones Jr.? How you gonna blame Ty Lue? Yeah, how you gonna blame Ty Lue for this murder? Come on, Murder.
No, I'm saying I want them to win so it don't look like, but they know they ain't got the pieces.
Yeah, so I think there's more general manager shit that y'all got to get Ty Lue the pieces to look like Ty Lue. But losing 3 points in overtime to everybody, well, the big three, the quote-unquote big three for the Suns played. Kevin Durant had 25 points. Bradley Beal had 24. Your man Devin Booker, he had 15. He shot 5 for 9. KD 8 for 17. Bradley Beal 8 for 12. Good percentage. But they only won by 3 in overtime. What I will say is this, and he didn't shoot good, but what's about to happen, we may want to watch the Clippers for the next few games because what we're going to get is Houston James Harden.
Yeah.
We're going to get
15 dribbles.
Yeah. We
remember niggas used to dribble like that in the park?
Yeah, we
like,
may
shoot the ball, niggas, shoot the ball.
If you want to see a show, we may want to tune into the Clippers because James Harden like Mason Cam don't know niggas. I'm in the locker room and I don't know niggas. So we may get a Houston Rockets James Harden. So I think I will watch the next couple Clipper games because James Harden it's back to all on me. And I was just looking because I didn't see the game either. I just seen a few highlights. But yeah, James Harden, 29 points, 10 for 28.
You gotta get the tell your barber get the mohawk back, yo.
Yeah. He took 28 shots, nigga. Oh yeah. So
listen, I'm not messing with y'all with the James Harden. James Harden is at that Fairmont Hotel with me all the time. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing, Jay? Let's get a drink, dog. Go to Jay, let's get a drink. You know what I'm saying?
No, Mike, real quick before you go. I'm not dissing James Harden. I'm talking about Houston James Harden was exceptional. Yeah. That nigga was nice. I'm talking about scoring leader, free throw percentage. Free throw. Go to the foul line, the most foul line shots, get fouls, shoot threes. And when I'm looking at these stats, If he's shooting 28
what
shots,
he's going to have to do.
He's going to have to do that.
What he's going to have to do with those guys you're naming, that's what he's going to have to do.
Right.
Hey, but you're right. When he was in Houston, that making you foul him, I almost, man, I thought the NBA needed, they did come out with rules because he was doing that so well.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? When he was scoring, they came out with rules. So, yeah, James Harden's a different dude. He's a different dude.
Right. And all I was saying is that he was very, very entertaining to watch when he was in Houston. So maybe we may need to tune in and see if we catch the Houston J-Rock in L.A. now. And not only that, Murder, the nigga from L.A. too. He may want to show off out there. So I'm going to tune into a Clipper game. I'm going to watch them play because I didn't love Houston James Harden. And if that's what we're going to get, that's what you're going to get. Because at the same time, you got to think when he was in Houston, he didn't get to a championship, but the few times that he was almost able to, he lost to Golden State, and they won the championship. So you got one, I'm not saying that's all he had. He had Capella and a few other people, but you got one superstar taking on three superstars. And right now, it looks like he's on that time again. So now he got to go to Houston and play against Russell Westbrook, play against Jamal Murray, play against the Joker. And he'd be like, all right, showtime, nigga. You think it's over? I just downplayed my role because I was trying to win a championship in Philly and in Brooklyn.
I still got 30 for y'all.
Yeah, I still got 30 for y'all niggas. I'm going to tune into that game.
James had one chance. James had one chance to beat Golden State. And that was, remember that series when Chris Paul
got hurt?
They were up.
Yeah,
when Chris Paul got, I was like, that was his chance right there. That was the one chance I think he had. He never really got that close again like that.
Yes.
Okay, well, all great takes, but that is all the time that we have for today. Mike, thanks for being here.
Absolutely, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate you. We see you next week.
Right. And said I'll reach out to you. But travel well. I'll see you in Miami.
See you in Miami. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.